is this cute little piece? I think it's an oil lamp that somebody turned into a working lamp. That is beautiful. Okay, I need that. I was really excited to see if this lamp works, so I found a light bulb for it. It's probably a little bit bright, but it's the only one that I had. And look at that, it works. This little piece is so cute. I feel like you could do it with or without a lampshade. And if you love it as well, it will be in my next vintage drop, and I'll have the details in the description. I want to thank Squarespace for sponsoring today's video. I absolutely love the colors of these books. They're this beautiful like cognac leather color with this dark green and gold. Love these. I'm gonna grab a few of them. Well, I rescued the books just in time. They literally took that bin away. I had to grab these while it was still rolling. 100% I purchase books because of color and to use them in my decor. I styled these in my boys' room and I think they look amazing. I'm kind of upset that I couldn't rescue more of these books. If you don't know, when they take the bins away, it goes in the dump. So I really feel the need to rescue these pieces. Also, if you find leather books, I think those look beautiful if you're going for a darker, moodier look. You can also just stack them all together, and I think it'd be cool if you could actually spell out a name if you found some books like this. And I like to also use books kind of like bookends, where you lay some of the books flat and then put something cute on top of it. And I also like putting special small things on top of book stacks, like this cute little baby Yoda. How adorable is he? Welcome back to my channel, and if you are new here, I am Julie and I absolutely love doing thrift flips. So I'm not really inspired by home decor trends or high-end designers or boutiques. I am strictly inspired by the items I find each week at the thrift store. So make sure you are following my other channel, Julie Thrifts. That is where I take you along on all of my shopping adventures. And you're gonna come here to Julie's Designs and Signs, and that is where I show you what I actually do with the items I thrift. So if you love that kind of content, you are in the right place. Make sure you give this video a thumbs up and subscribe. And I hope y'all are enjoying the video so far. Let's get back to some thrift flips. Ooh, this is an unfinished ceramic little teapot. It's a blank slate to do whatever we want to it. Of course, the first thing I need to do is give this a paint job. So I'm going to be using Fusion paint in the color Noel. I love this color. I used it in my bathroom. I used it in my laundry room. It is just a beautiful green color. So I'm just going to give this one quick coat of paint. I wanted to add a little something to the front of this, so I grabbed the IOD Conservatory mode. If y'all don't have this one, I highly recommend it. You get all these different labels. The one I'm going to be using is the most decorative of all of the ones in this mode. So I'm going to grab my IOD Air Dry Clay and create a cute little label that I'm going to glue to the front of the teapot. I think it would look really good painted in Noel, the same color as the teapot, but I also love the color of the IOD Air Dry Clay, and I think I'm just going to leave it as is. Now, this piece, when I thrifted it, it didn't have a handle, so we have to add one. So I have this wired twine from the Dollar Tree, and then I have this little spool of string that I thought would be really cute as a handle, and you'll see why when I stage this piece. So I'm just going to add this on to my teapot and let's go stage it up. I knew I wanted to put this teapot in my laundry room. That's why I painted it Noel, so it would coordinate with the cabinets that I painted in here, and also why I use the little spool of string as a handle, which I personally think is genius. I love the way it came out. Y'all let me know what y'all think. Squarespace is who I chose to host my e-commerce store, and when I started, my website only had one tab, the home decor section, and since starting my website, my business and website has grown exponentially, and Squarespace had everything that I needed to accommodate that growth. Squarespace is extremely user-friendly, so as I added more products, it was very easy for me to redesign and redo my website on my own. But if you do need help, Squarespace has an excellent help center as well as 24-hour customer service. And not only can you add physical products, but you can add digital downloads. You could add subscription-based products. So whether you're big, small, or growing, Squarespace has everything you need to run your business. So y'all go check out squarespace.com/Julie's Designs and Signs, and Squarespace is giving my viewers 10% off when you use code Julie's Designs and Signs. And I will have everything linked in the description below for y'all. Ooh, and here's a bunch of candlesticks. I like the color of these darker ones. And I like how long the wicks are. I love the color of these pots. They're actually from IKEA. So they probably fit the IKEA plants perfectly. I think I'm gonna get these. I am lucky enough to have an IKEA near me, so I did have some plants on hand. I cannot read the names of their products, but I was right. It fits perfectly in these little pots that I got from the Goodwill bins. And the main reason I picked this up is because I knew this color pot would look perfect in my decor, and it does. As you can see on the shelves behind me, I also really like to stack items. So I stack these two pots together, and then I grab those candlesticks that I got from the Goodwill bins. Y'all, you don't need to light these candlesticks. You can just think of them as decor to add a pop of color. So these red ones would be perfect to put out for Valentine's Day. Think of a chippy white terracotta pot with some white candles for spring, or a white pot with spring colored candles. I could probably make all of those ideas happen with the candle collection that I have. I think it's time to maybe put some sets together and sell some of these. Here is a whole bin full of purses. I spotted this one and I love it. Unfortunately, it's no longer usable as a bag. The straps are all messed up. But I'm wondering if maybe I could use it for something else. The first thing I did was throw this in the washing machine, so it's a lot brighter and cleaner now. The straps were still attached on two sides, so I tied those two together in a knot, and then I hung them on my hook. So this created a little hanging sack. The other side I folded over to create more of an opening and a hanging pouch look. I grabbed some fruits and vegetables I had on hand to put in there. I didn't have any potatoes or onions, but I thought this would be the perfect spot to put them. I think it would also look cute in a kid's room. You could put some stuffed animals or some smaller toys. So don't pass up these little woven purses. Even if they are broken, I feel like you could absolutely still rescue them. And then I put it on the chair right here, and I thought it looked cute just sitting here, so you could use it as a little basket as well. What are these pieces? I think they're shells. They're so interesting. Look at that. Oh, you know what? I think this is not shells. This is just vase filler, and it's in a vase. But I like these. Oh my gosh, I got an idea. I got an idea for these round pieces. I'm gonna get this. I passed this artwork up earlier, but I think I'm going to need it now to go with these little pieces that I got. These signs are always very plentiful at the thrift store, but you can take them and use them to create your own artwork. So the first thing I want to do is cover up the words, paint the background. I'm using my Artist Finch angled brush, and if you have the right brush, it's very easy to cut in and get all of the details. So I'm going to go over this piece. I'm using Fusion paint in the color Raw Silk, just a very beautiful warm white. It's pretty much my favorite color to use. The words were kind of embossed on here, so even after I did two coats and covered up the black, I still could see the outline of the words. So I'm going to add some Dixie Belle Sea Spray to my paint, and this is a texture additive. You can use it with any paint. It does not have to be a Dixie Belle product. So I'm going to take my new textured paint and I'm going to go over this piece again, and not only did it add a beautiful texture to my artwork, but it also covered up the words. Now for my bow filler pieces, I immediately thought of making this some beautiful textured artwork. I'm going to line mine up and kind of make it symmetrical, but I feel like you could do this in a lot of different ways. You could get a shadow box and just drop them in there. You could fill up the entire piece, do whatever you want. I'm really overthinking it here and just trying to make it perfect. I'm going to do 3 rows of 3, and after I get them in the perfect arrangement, I'm going to take my hot glue gun and they're really light, so I'm just going to glue the edges where it touches my artwork. I had a good bit more of these pieces, so I went through my stash to see what else I had that I could use on them. I had this very nice flat frame. It says I paid $1.99 for it at the Goodwill, but I doubt it. I probably got this from the Goodwill bins. So we're going to give this a little paint job. I'm going to use Fusion paint in the color Raw Silk, the same color I just used on the artwork, and give this one quick coat of paint. And then I'm going to take my little bowl filler pieces and I'm just going to arrange them, overthinking it again, around my picture frame, and then hot glue it all together. I felt like these pieces had an organic, beachy look. These are the type of items I like to put in a bathroom, so I hung it up in my room and added some artwork to the picture frame, and I just love the texture of these things. Again, I'm not exactly sure what they are. I think they're just decorative, so they were the perfect pieces to make artwork out of. All right, guys, that is the end of today's video. Make sure you leave a comment below. Let me know what was your favorite project. And don't forget, all of the paint products and beautiful home decor can be found on my website, juliesdesignsandsigns.com. And if taking your business to the next level in 2025 is on your to-do list, then y'all make sure to check out squarespace.com/juliesdesignsandsigns, and they are giving my viewers 10% off. And I will have everything linked in the description for y'all. Y'all have a great day, and I will see y'all next week for another thrift flip home decor decorating video. Bye, guys.